Okay, so welcome everybody. Welcome back to COVID-19 with Mahabodhi. I began last year on 17th of March. It's quite a lot of time, that, isn't it? We're still in this, it's quite a thought actually. How long is this going to go on for till we get all vaccinated and everything? Anyway, yeah, one day at a time. So I've not got anything special planned today, just getting going again really after a 2-week break. And we'll just do some bodywork meditation, and then if I think of anything, I'll see what happens. Okay. It's just good to get back into routine. It's always good to do that. This last week I've just been struggling a bit with a bit of a weird pattern of sleep, like I've ended up not being able to sleep till about 5 a.m, and then having to lie until like 11 or something, getting up and doing it every day. And I thought, I've got to do this session this morning, and it happened again. So it's like 5 o'clock. I'm still wide awake. Anyway, I'm here. It's good to have a pattern of getting up early and doing some kind of spiritual work, body work and meditation and stuff to set up ourselves for the day, no matter what we're doing, and have some sort of vision for our lives and all that. Okay, so we'll begin with some body work. So just do the rocking of backwards and forwards. Just let your arms just be loose. So let the movement come from your feet, and then transmit through your knees into your hips, and then your hips are moving backwards and forwards, and your arms are not rigid. They're just allowing that loose movement to loosen up your back. Have a sense of your spine just moving sort of horizontally, just backwards and forwards. And as I'm always saying, just need to give things enough time. So with body work, the body has its own pace. It's a lot slower than the pace of the mind. The mind is just electrical impulses, and the body has all the physical muscles and everything like that. So it needs longer for some effect to happen that we're trying to make happen. So you can have a sense of just let your mind be quiet and maybe even a bit lazy or something. It's like doesn't need to engage with anything. It could just be resting. If your mind is busy, I don't know what state your mind's in. And it's disturbing your concentration. Just imagine maybe put it on the other side of the room or something. So you're not dealing with all that stuff now. We'll deal with it later on sometime. Right now, you're just kind of coming into your body, working. I suppose you're working kind of on your mind and emotions through your body. Because those two things are interconnected, the mind and the emotions, which are collectively called chitta in Buddhism, in Sanskrit. It means the heart and the mind, everything that you're your psyche is doing, every way it's moving and responding to the world. It's called chitta. And so chitta is affected by your body, the state that your body's in, sort of level of vitality that's in different parts of your body, level of relaxation that's there. So, the great truth that the Buddha discovered wasn't what a lot of people think, which is that all things are impermanent. The more basic truth underneath that is that all things are conditioned, and which leads to them being impermanent. So the physical body and how that is. I might be just thinking a little bit while you're doing this about your last year, how it's gone, how it went, what challenges that you had, what successes that you had. What challenges did you rise to and overcome? Maybe what challenges did you not rise to and not overcome? Just letting all that kind of be there. In acceptance. It's now a new year. It's always a new moment. It's always a new challenge to respond to in each moment. We never know what's going to happen. My friend Bridie, who is often been on these sessions this year, who's in Manchester, she's fantastic. Very full-hearted Irish woman, Bridie. She had a heart attack a few days ago, and she's all right actually. She's in Manchester Royal Infirmary Hospital, doing well, but you don't know what's going to happen. The Buddha said the monk who doesn't think that they might die in the next second, in the next moment, is being lazy. He's making assumptions. So the positive side of that is that if you took that seriously, then you wouldn't really be wasting your time watching YouTube or whatever, or things that weren't really of much meaning. You'd be trying to get on with something meaningful in your life. I feel very grateful about having this forum, this opportunity to teach Buddhism, and that last year, really brings a lot of meaning to my life there. All right, let's do the other side. So put the other foot forward and point the other way. Same thing. your body. Just don't tense up around it. Just maybe slow down a little bit more. Just get into a rhythm that works for you, where you are gradually loosening over time. I think I need to slow down a bit more on this side for some reason. So we're always working with our actual experience rather than some idea about how everything should be. The Buddha said in the Kalama Sutta, when the monk, just his disciple knows this leads to happiness, not suffering, then he acts on it. So, what leads to well-being in your body? And try to identify that and then act on it. You need to go faster or slower. Okay. And then it's rotating hips. So try to keep mind and body together in the same place so that your body's not racing ahead of your mind. Your mind's not ahead of your body. So move into the four corners here. And then this sort of thing, this twist, holding, and then bring, it's like you're pushing something across there and just holding it, the twist. Again. Try and have your chest upright, arrow pointing upwards like that. Arrow pointing upwards, lifting up your chest. And then shake everything out. And take a seat. And just settling into your posture. Try to keep a sense of kind of like an arrow pointing upwards from your chest, middle of your chest, which is going to give you a sense of lifting. Okay, so this morning we're going to do a grounding meditation. So in the Satipatthana Sutta, which is the main teaching on mindfulness that the Buddha gives in the Pali Canon, the Theravada Pali Canon, which was passed down orally from when the Buddha lived 2,500 years ago, before it was for a couple of hundred years before it was written down. And he talks about 4 foundations of mindfulness, 4 things that, when practiced, lead to nirvana or enlightenment. Mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of feeling, mindfulness of the mind, chitta, and mindfulness of views or dharmas. So these, you could say that these are the 4 main things that make up a human being that have a consequence for their happiness or not. So if we can bring mindfulness to each of them, to sort of see whether they're currently being a source of happiness or not, then we can change our experience to make it a source of happiness. And then we can attain nirvana, which is the highest happiness that we can achieve within the confines of life itself. So the fact that things are impermanent. So just bringing gradually, mindfulness to our situation, seeing what that situation is, and then working with it is the beginnings. It's like the grounding, of our experience. So when I started my book in 2003, it was on ritual for a couple of years, and then I changed it, and it was on mindfulness. And at a certain point, I had the title "On Safe Ground," talking about the 4 foundations of mindfulness. So, this sort of idea, foundation as a kind of ground, knowing where we are, knowing what's happening, and all that sort of thing. So if you just close your eyes. And settling into your posture. So just allowing your body to just sit there. It knows how to sit down. It doesn't need any help from your mind to hold it up. Just all you need to do is just balance your spine so that the weight of your body goes down vertically into whatever you're sitting on, the ground. And as we breathe breathe in and breathe out. Just imagine breathing out any tension. And that tension, it just falls down towards the ground. And imagine we're breathing in, that we're breathing in vitality and energy that's going to support our body sitting here. So we're looking for actual qualities within our own body. All right, so we're going to do the grounding meditation now. So bringing awareness to our situation. So what is our situation? Well, first of all, we're a human being who exists in time and space. So first of all, being aware of time, start to be aware of time. Just let it dawn on you that you do exist in time. So being aware of the past, all the moments in the past that you have experienced. So this is the first reflection. Just let it dawn on you that you've had a past. And it's also the case that you have a future. So it's being aware of all the moments that you are going to experience in the future. You don't know how long that's going to be, but you will have some. Let that dawn on you, that fact dawn on you. Just checking that you've not started to hold yourself up through an act of will, but you're still, just letting your body just sit there, and you're just balancing your spine so that your weight goes down vertically into the ground. So we're not introducing any unnecessary tensions to hold ourselves up. The body can hold itself up without any help from us. So as well as having a past and a future, it's also the case that we exist in a particular moment in time, which is the present moment. And this is the place where our experience is actually happening. So just gradually let it dawn on you that this is the case, that you are here now in the present moment. And that you can access and work with your experience here in this present moment. So as well as existing in time, we also exist in space. So letting in that fact, that we're here in a physical universe, the fact that we're sitting on this massive ball of matter called the Earth, and that ball of matter's flying through space. And above our head is the atmosphere, which is only about 10 miles thick. And then beyond that is vast empty space, where every now and then there might be a star or a galaxy or object, planet, but not very often. Enormous distances out there. Maybe reflecting on the fact that the size of the universe is inconceivable, really. And the Earth is covered in oceans and ice caps, forests, cities, deserts, farmland. We're in a particular place on the Earth. So just let it dawn on you that this particular place is where you are right now. So as well as existing in time and space, it's also the case that we have a body, which is a physical object in the physical universe. And it has a particular structure to it. So the body has bones to support its weight, muscles to move it about, and organs to keep it alive. So just tuning into the reality of your own body sitting here. Identifying where the bones are, where the muscles are, where the organs are. So for the body to be happiest and not in a state of tension, we just need to balance the spine so that we're not leaning over. So again, not holding ourselves up through any act of will, but just let the body sit there. It knows how to sit down. Just making sure that we aren't leaning over, looking at the angle that the spine's making with whatever we're sitting on. If the spine is balanced, then the muscles of the body can feel confident that they can let go. So relaxation is just like opening a fist. It's a physical action. So it's having a sense of unfurling any tension that's there in the body and allowing it to fall away towards the ground. So in the same way that you're giving your weight to your skeleton to hold, to transmit down into the ground, having a sense of giving your mind and emotions to your body to be held. And as you do that, you can have a sense of reassurance coming from the fact that your body's there, supporting your mind, supporting your emotions. Well, thanks for giving me the opportunity to sit with you and lead some meditation. And it's really helpful to me to be able to do that and just do my own practice and get into a bit of a concentrated state and set myself up for the day. A nice way, Great. So I'm going to do sessions as usual, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from now on, and maybe have a week off every now and then. So I'll do these basic sessions. But one of in addition to these morning sessions, I'm going to be trying to work on some shorter videos that will appear on the YouTube channel and then I've got this other project which is more about kind of some discussions. So I'm trying to get in touch with people to, have some kind of after dark style discussions. After Dark was this Channel 4 discussion program in the late 1980s and 90s. It's a great format to have some meaningful debate and things. Anyway, so it's all. We'll just have to see what happens with all of that. But this is what I'll be doing in the background, in addition to these sessions, and also that message coming into my phone was a parcel. So I've also invested in some acrylic paint. I've got 18 half-litre pots arriving. So I think I'm going to probably do a bit more artwork actually this year. Seems to be that what my psyche wants to do, a bit of that, and it'll be for sale and everything. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just have to see what happens this year. So, maybe I should have said something about thinking about the year ahead. I think the main thing with this is, instead of doing New Year's resolutions, it's almost like maybe it might be a better idea to have a sense of mystery. Like we don't know what's going to happen. This is a bit more the kind of spiritual view of things. Things are unpredictable and outside of our control. And if we keep making steps, like if we keep doing our morning meditation practice and we keep trying to be ethical and that sort of thing, we can trust that the world will then meet us with things that maybe we can't predict, or we don't know what's going to happen. We can feel a sense of wonder and excitement about life, and then if we have that attitude, it's more likely we will attract positive experiences than if we have this sense of like, oh, we know what's going to happen, it's going to be like this, and then we have a kind of attitude based on that presupposition, which may not be the case at all. So yeah. So I think that's my New Year's message for you, is to have a sense of not knowing, not predicting, and that all sorts of miraculous things might happen. Yeah. Okay, great. So thanks, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.